I'm not gonna lie. It's a passion project for real. The Kave is a passion project, but it's more so to create a prestigious platform in Cape Town. You know, so something that whether you're an up and coming artist.
So now the question I always like asking artists, especially sound artists, is what were you listening to? Because you know some of the homies is the bars.
Oh, what am I listening to in my own time?
No, when he was running the jams.
Ambitious guy, bro. You're talking about festivals now. What 2024 looks like. Top 5 dream gigs.
Top 5 dream gigs.
Your eyes lit up there.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Posties. Welcome to the work Posties.
You had to get that in there. You had to get it in there.
Today's the day.
What a day.
You know what I'm saying? About Timber, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, guys. I want to say hello to the Posties family, guys. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Yeah, we had to make this happen, guys. The universe needs to be a universe, guys. We have to make things collide in the Cape Town universe.
Have to make it align.
Have to. Alex, please introduce our amazing guest.
You know, before you start anything, you gotta first start with the foreplay. Ladies
First
and
time.
gentlemen, if you don't know, I'm about to put you on, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the lead in terms of sound. We're talking about the lead in terms of leading a generation back to the promised land. You know what I'm saying? Kane.
Straight out of the Bible.
Yes, sir.
Love how you said podcaster first. Podcaster. You said it first.
Start here.
Podcaster, DJ.
Everything else comes, bro.
Businessman, you know, as a creator.
Yeah.
How you doing, my brother?
Hey, I'm happy to be here, not gonna lie. Like I said, it's been a minute, you know. Been in the making, so very happy to be on the show. Shout out for having me.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
bro, of course.
Yes, sir. It's been a steady build up to this day, eh?
Yeah, 100%. I remember we had a very lengthy conversation at Clubhouse.
Clubhouse.
Last year, no? Yeah, like last year.
Bro,
and then
during the day.
And then I pulled up.
random. And he pulled up on you and he's like, damn, why must every conversation be a podcast episode?
Literally. We had a whole podcast out just 4 niggas.
Literally,
out, bro.
just talking. I was like,
Now we give it to you, people. You see, Posties family, we take care of you guys.
there's always something in the pipeline.
Nah, straight
Facts,
facts. Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, this is one of the most prominent DJs in the city. You know what I'm saying? He is definitely leading the culture by bringing new community, fresh sounds, you know what I'm saying? Your favorite tunes, your favorite melodies, and like he'll do it in a way that like it speaks for itself. I can't even just like talk about it. I'm not even gonna try and talk on it, you know?
Bro, you gotta pull up to his sets, guys.
You gotta pull up, bro. And like if you watch the Musa episode, you heard mention of his name. If you watched, I don't know, we've had a few other DJs who've mentioned his name. So you even know as in the industry, he's doing his thing. And beyond that is also now starting and building up a podcast with Grimlino. You know what I'm saying? Doing too much, as you know.
He's the multi-talented, bro.
The multi-talented.
That's where we can start the chat, though, bro. Like,
What's your real name, bro?
Damn! Hey, yo!
please for coming.
Nah, none of that. Keep it at the street level.
Bro, like, where'd your love for music start, bro? Because for me, it comes across as a love. Yeah. And I might be wrong to you, but like the way your mixes go, bro.
It is a love, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So it all started, well, for everyone it starts off young, you know, but for me specifically, I have an uncle that I look up to. And obviously running around the house.
One of those super cool uncles.
Yeah, like super dope uncles. He'd put you on to like stuff. So running around the house and he'd always be playing like the 90s, 2000s. Obviously, that time it's popping, you know. So you get G-Unit, 50 Cent, Joe, Fat Joe, all these guys. And he's bumping it around the house. And obviously, you just a kid, you're running around, you like the sounds, you listen to these things. And it bangs. And that's eventually when I started paying more attention to the music. And I was like, hey, yo, this should go hard. I mean, me, I'm 9 years I'm 9 years old. He usually comes home at work from like, at like 5. And I'm like, okay, 5 p.m. He's about to put on a session. Because he works out as well. So he'd have like an hour of just like straight music while he works out in his room. Yeah. And me, I'm just chilling there listening to the music. I was like, yeah, this shit go hard.
Game boy, put the work
in. 100%. So that's where it started. That's where the love for music came in.
So you have a gym bunny uncle, and you don't want to enter the
gym bunny is crazy. But nah, I don't gym. I don't gym. I just work on my craft.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy. So you started, your uncle's doing his thing, vibing out, listening to his music, and you're like, sheesh.
Yeah, I should go on.
This thing's going crazy. So now, the question I always like asking artists, especially sound artists, is what were you listening to, eh? Because some of the homies, it's the bars.
Oh, what am I listening to in my own time?
No, when he was running the jams, what were you listening to? Because with some homies, you know, I was like, oh, the bars were crazy.
Oh, yeah, nah. For me, it was just like melody and like how the music was constructed. Like, there was a lot of depth to music in that particular era. So like late 90s, early 2000s, a lot of depth, a lot of instruments. So sounds were a lot unique. Compared to now, it's a bit more, I would say, kind of mellowed down because there are a lot of other things around it that does the work. Like rappers will rap a bit more, or singers will do a bit more with their vocals. You know, auto-tune also came into play and that sort of thing. Whereas that time, it was more focused around production and having the music sound a certain way. So that's what stood out to me the most, just like the production value of the music and what it sounded like.
I think before we delve into it a little bit more, I want to put you on the spot with a segment on the show that we call Goats, bro. We go Goats. So the way it works.
Damn, we're like 5 minutes into this and we're doing it already. Let's run it.
Let's go.
Let's run it.
Vibe, bro. So literally, the way it goes is I give you a category and you give me your goats of that category.
Okay.
Alright, so I have to start it here. So I'm just gonna do. Who's your goat DJ, bro?
Gremlin.
Yeah, sir.
That is the same answer.
Nah, that's not the same answer. Oh, that's my honest answer. That's my honest answer.
Okay. Gremlin says do go up to.
What would you say that for you though?
For me personally, so he's someone that I've looked up to when I first got into the game.
Okay.
Right. So obviously watching this dude, he's winning Red Bull freestyle competitions. Crazy. You know, he's playing at Rocking the Daisies. He's doing all these big festival things, and just the fact that I have him in a touching distance where I can talk to him and I can get advice from him, and we've connected at that level.
Facts.
You know, that further established like his GOAT status to me. And obviously he's a generation before me. So it's like our generation looks up to their generation.
Wow. That mentorship thing.
And it can happen together at the same time, which is beautiful. Alright. Next one. Your GOAT comedian, bro.
Ooh. Comedian.
Yes, sir. Damn. Funny guy.
Damn, I'm gonna be real. Hervé Bukasa. Shout out Hervé Bukasa.
Be real on the podcast.
I'm gonna be real. Shout out EB.
I think it's hilarious.
Also, because you are the multi-talented, I'm gonna ask you, GOAT podcaster, bro.
GOAT podcaster. Damn, that's a great.
Thinking about his competitors.
Not even that. I'm just thinking about like what podcasts I've enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie. There was a time where I was hooked on the Joe Biden podcast. Like hooked, bro. Like a solid. They had a 2-year run. They had Rory and Mal on there. Yeah. That was like the elite Joe Biden podcast era. So that for me was like, that's really got me into podcast.
Dope. Guys, we wrapped up the segment of GOATs, bro. Kane emails what he's thinking, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Before we get too far, let's jump right into the
Nice in
this. Turn into an EDM
That's the energy for the whole day.
Drip Cam, ladies and gentlemen, the segment of the show we let you put on.
Must I put you on?
What you got on?
Say less.
What you got on, my boy?
I got a new era hat, a Celtics edition. But I got it custom embroidered.
A3.
So I got the A3, and I got my logo on the one side. I got a United Untold tee. I don't know, you guys rock with Henry. Henry's brand, United Untold, and then I got New Balance 9060s on to match the green of the tee, and then I also got some cargo pants.
Hey, detailed boy!
You gotta look. Also, guys, green is my color. Like for at least, I don't know if anyone has noticed, but like for the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, it's been green.
Bro, it's everywhere. It's on the Kave.
Bro, it's green, bro. Yeah, that's
trying to get Kane a gift. You just heard
anything green.
Yeah,
so get him money.
You get me. That's what I was saying. Yeah, a stack of tens.
Stack of tens.
Bro.
But hold it nicely.
You sound a little bit like a stripper, bro.
Hey man,
bro.
if the coins is on the way, if the coins is on the way, yeah, you can't be mad at how you get coins these days, guys.
Get your bag, guys. Damn.
Tell me what you're wearing, brother.
Bro, guys, I'm ripping that balance today. Shout out to Taco, guys. Beautiful brand. Stand for the right thing. I got my new Crocs on, guys. If you see me out in the streets,
he's rocking the new
business.
SUV Crocs.
Stomping on business, bro.
Only dogs. That's what A said. B stands for billionaire this year.
Yes,
sir. Only thing, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do it.
I get with it.
Yes, sir. Let's
you
see
know,
what you're saying.
Mr. Messi top, just some light blue jeans on the bottom, Crocs on the foot. You know the vibes. You know.
Yeah.
Calm, easy way at home.
Yes, sir.
You know, cozy vibes.
Yeah, we can dive back in the chat. I've got a question.
Let's go for it.
And because like people can put you in a class of being like a hip hop DJ. Bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So like,
are you happy with that classification?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, with that, bro, we know about like the way piano and 3-step is all around, bro.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever felt pressure that you have to like lean into other directions? Yeah.
Nah. So, like for me, the chat pops up all the time. For me, it's all about building a brand and having people recognize you for a particular something, you know?
Yeah.
If I flip-flop between genres, yeah, it's dope because people know I can play multiple genres, but I'm not known for something. So when you go into the streets and you say, oh, I'm interested in Kane, what does Kane do? Oh, Kane, he does this, he does that, he plays this. But like, if you walk around in the streets and you say, oh, I've heard about Kane, what does he do? What's the first thing that they tell you?
Green DJ. I don't know how hip-hop DJ, you know,
but literally that, you know, so that's why I said, like, when I started this whole thing, I was like, nah, hip-hop and R&B is my sound. And there was also a major pocket for it in Cape Town itself, you know, because of like the emergence of piano and like gom.
Yeah.
There was a pocket for like hip hop where people were playing hip hop, but there was a room for someone to take it to another level. You know, and that's essentially why I made that my brand. So I have no problem with people kind of boxing me into that little hip hop and R&B because I know I'm one of the best in the city. So no one's gonna.
But also on that note, bro, like just because you're a hip hop DJ, part of your sets is you're not just mixing song to song, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm gonna hear a little bit of I'm a piano in the thing, like you know what I mean? Like he's such a multi-layered DJ, bro.
Yeah.
So like, where do your influences come from, that, bro?
Yeah.
Honestly, just to be creative, bro. And also, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't say it's an ego thing, but I like to show off a little. I just like to show Bruce that I could if I wanted to.
Yeah. I'm that guy.
Yeah. I could if I wanted to, but I won't because. I'm focused on what I need to do. Yeah, I'm focused on what I need to do. I'm focused on where I need to go. So, but I could if I wanted to. Put it out there.
I like the fact that we mentioned the other genres like piano, gom. Like, what do you think of that actual music? You know, it's putting South Africa on the map.
It bangs, bro. My argument when it comes to music has always been, especially like for artists and stuff like that, is that it has to be authentically South African in order for other people to buy into it. People buy into piano because it's authentically South African. People buy into 3-step because it's authentically South African. So if you are an artist and your sound is not authentically South African, your home country is not going to buy into it. So how do you expect outside people to buy into it? Yeah. So me, I back the rise of piano. I back the rise of like 3-step and gom and all of these things. And like even I back the rise of our local hip hop and our local hip hop talent because local hip hop today is authentically South African.
What makes it that, eh?
What makes it
authentically South African?
It's because like everyone from their own spectrum has been embracing their own culture and their upbringing and where they come from. Like my top rappers right now, my favorite rappers, they're not trying to sound American. They're not trying to sound westernized.
They're authentic.
They're authentic, bro. Like they're rapping in vernac, they're rapping in Afrikaans, they're rapping in English. But it sounds like you can picture or you can point it out, say, okay, this person raps like they from that hood. So now that bangs because it's authentically them. You get me?
It's
and
crazy.
those people
That's
from
so
there
true.
can buy into something.
That's so true.
And then eventually, after they buy in, now they start to push you. And when they start to push you, you now can diversify your sound to relate to other cultures and to other types of people.
That's so true.
So authentically South African is what you need to make your shit bang. Can I cuss on you?
Yeah.
Okay. I just needed to check.
It's too late.
Bro, but literally on that, you backing these things, it's very much seen in the platforms you have, bro, and the Kave. We've spoken about it off camera, but like, I wanted you to touch on like the journey and starting that and having a platform that puts on not just yourself, but puts on Cape Town culturally, your community, different genres of music.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's a passion project for real. The Kave is a passion project, but it's more so to create a prestigious platform in Cape Town. You know, so something that whether you're an up and coming artist, you're an established artist, you might be even one of the best in the world. But I wanted to grow to that point of where you mark it on your calendar and you say, I want to perform there, or I want to be on that lineup, or I want to, or this is what I'm working towards, you know? Because like every artist, regardless of what type of artist you are, you set out a goal for yourself and you say, okay, these are the 5 stages I want to be on for this year. And the Kave has to be one of those stages. That's what I'm trying to do with the Kave, you know? So it's not just about putting myself on or putting people on, but it's to create this prestigious platform where when someone asks you, oh, what have you achieved this year? You can proudly say, I've played at the Kave.
It's the place to be.
And building on that image, because now I'm curious, you're running the A3, the Cave's also going crazy, you also your own institution on itself, and you have a podcast. What kind of like image and what kind of like vision are you trying to build actually out here?
Just versatility, bro. Like at the end of the day, everything I do is to get a message across and to show people that it's possible, you know. I grew up in a space where a lot of things seemed unattainable. You know, I used to surround myself with people who would tell me that, nah, you can't make that, or you're not going to be able to achieve that, or it's too much, you know. And then eventually you start to break away from all these negativities and you find your little space and you find your people who back you and who push you. So that's the whole point of what I'm doing, you know, is to create that message to show that if you want to start a pod, bro. But your pod needs to be informational. Your pod needs to bring out a message like the Foreplay podcast. It's about your life, our lives as DJs and what we go through on a day-to-day basis and what the entertainment industry is about and how you struggle, how you can succeed, and how you go about navigating the industry, like the entertainment industry, you know. The Kave is, like I said, to create that prestigious platform that artists can look forward to wanting to be on. And then A3 Agency. A3 Agency was actually started by Fish Parcel. And then it's something that I bought. Yeah, shout out Fish Parcel. Something that I bought into because that now gives protection to artists like myself and Josh and like Mia and that sort of thing, you know. So now we can't get fucked over by people, or we can't get screwed over because again there's measures in place now to protect us because we work through the agency, you know. And that's like a conversation that a lot of people don't understand when it comes to this whole artistry and DJ thing, is because your own manager, you know, you make sure you get the bookings, you make sure the logistics is sorted, you have these conversations. So the agency is basically there to protect us when it comes to that type of thing.
No, that's fine. We had Simulation Raps on the podcast last week that you guys should tune into. And he touched about how important like learning about the business aspect of being an artist is. But I actually want to dive a little bit more into the Let's Talk Foreplay podcast. Like when you and Gremlin started it, I said to Alex, it makes so much sense. Because like firstly, it's 2 cool guys literally sitting. Okay, I resonated. Two
cool guys.
myself.
But like also like the perspective that you guys bring, it just made so much sense because people always have questions. It's like, okay, I go to an event, I see a DJ Fire set. You don't know what went into that. You don't know the brand that he had to the conversations, the splits,
super
all
rich
these
in
kinds
perspective.
of things. So on that, like, where do you see that podcast going more than just being informational?
I think it eventually becomes a platform where, an informational platform, you know, where we can get other people on to share their experiences. We can get a promoter on who doesn't have a DJ background, but this promoter can tell you, oh, this is how I run my events and this is what I look for in a DJ, or this is the value I want a DJ to provide. You get me? And then you can get a guest DJ on who will explain their experiences and what they've went through, whether they're up and coming, established, or even a superstar. Yeah, 100%. We gotta tease you a little, you know. You need to set the basis. You need to show people that this is here to stay before you start like incorporating guests into the thing. And that's why we haven't had a guest yet.
Yeah.
So that because we're trying to build the steady fan base, and we want to build like concrete listeners or consistent listeners. You know,
brand is very important. And I think it's very important in like any kind of industry. Like people need to know why I'm
Who
here.
you are.
100%. It's really hard without a brand because then you start flip-flopping, and then you are confused about what you're doing in this space.
And you find yourself halfway in a journey, and you're like, am I supposed to be here?
Exactly. And like it messes with your decision-making skills now. It's like, should I take this deal? But they're offering me, I have to wear blue today. Nah, man. I'm green. You know what I'm saying?
100% green.
You started the podcast. When it came to actually jumping in, like, what is the thought process?
The podcast?
Yeah.
Literally that, bro. It was literally to give people a perspective of what we go through as DJs and how difficult it is to navigate the industry. Because again, you could be super established and then you still face the same struggles that a beginner would have. You know, you could be 100%. A mid-level DJ and then you could be caught in this little bubble where you want to progress, but you don't know what to do to progress. Or you might be slightly tracking backwards, and are looking for ways to either better yourself or build up the momentum again. So that's what the podcast is about. So again, and remember, we're from two different generations. Like I said, he's the generation before me, and then I'm the generation now. And then it's obviously a generation like after me or behind me. So to have those two perspectives. So this is someone who's 12 years in the game now, super established, been through all types of shit you can think about. And then there's me who's 4 years in the game now. I've had my fair share of nonsense, but not compared to that level. So now I can also get... So again, this is regular Sunday conversations that are happening. And with every conversation, I've learned something new.
Exactly.
That's crazy. And also just love how like there's an emphasis on generational passage over time, you know. With Gremlin being someone who's 12 years in the game, you being someone who's 4 years in the game. And I know for a fact you found... We were just speaking about it, you know, the last time we saw each other where we were like, yo, there's this kid who you just like, yo, I'm giving you an opportunity. Because there's that, you know what I'm saying? And you see the potential for that. Why do you focus so much on just lineage and on like getting it through from one generation to the next?
It's all about breaking generational curses. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I would say, like the one thing that me personally I wish we can all hold is like gatekeeping. You see, like I want us to hold gatekeeping as much as possible, and that only works when you open up for the next generation. So again, case in point, there were people in Gremlin's generation who were opening up for the next. And then they opened up for the next. So eventually you get more people to buy into this opening up thing. So and that's why I open up where I can and how I can. You get me?
Contributing to it.
That's literally that.
It gets to be a trend at some point.
Well, that's why. So like I feel like right now, I feel like our space is a lot more open than what it was maybe 4 or 5 years back.
5 years ago, 4 years ago, pre-COVID even. A whole different world.
And again, there's pros and cons to it, and I understand why people were gatekeeping. But I'm just saying, I say gatekeeping stems from a place of insecurity.
Bro.
That's just my chat.
We were having this conversation the other day, like when we were talking about specifically, say I have a plug for something, and then let's make the example very specific.
The scenario, the scenario, the context.
I make clothes.
It's a true story.
I make clothes, and I have a certain plug that makes certain garms, and then you're starting to make clothes, and then like you also like, yo, dude, like where do you get these things from? Me saying no to you for that just shows that I am insecure in that if I had someone else in the market share, I can't compete. That's how I see it. Whereas you can't see the greater vision on some. If this person comes in and makes clothes, that increases the sample size of the industry.
My plug has more money to generate whatever he's doing. He has more business for himself.
More people are wearing.
He trusts me because I'm bringing people to him. Bro.
So like that's so much bigger for me because the thing of like, if we have that ecosystem where it's a thing of like, okay, we're earning this from each other. But it's not even a thing of like owing favors, but it's a thing of like, you're in a community where everyone else is giving to each other, and then we're actually getting the money from the big brands from the top. And that when it goes top down, it lasts for longer.
That's why I'm anti gatekeeping, because it's the same with the DJ industry. You know, like if I open up a space for you, and you excel in that space that I've opened up, that's going to come back to me tenfold.
Facts.
Because now
Facts.
you might have spoken to someone else who can open up another door for us.
Exactly.
But because I've opened that door for you, you're inclined to turn around and come open that door for me as well. And that's why I work like that.
Relationships, it's literally what's one of the ethos of the Posties family.
Yeah.
But I wanna take us a little bit left.
Okay, let's go.
Left turn.
Yeah, and speak about Premix allegation.
Allegation.
Damn, did you go to my Damn.
I do my research.
Yes. Wait, is this the Pantone reel where someone commented? It's actually it's super silly. It's super silly because I replied to the comment and I said, you can literally see me pressing the buttons.
Yeah.
Which again, it would make sense if you could not see me press the buttons because again, my style of play.
You're doing a lot.
I'm doing a lot, and a lot of people find it very hard to comprehend what I'm doing.
What is going on?
So now they want to know how the hell did I press these buttons at the same time
to make that sound like...
to trigger that and then run it back into another. And again, that's the problem. It sounds too clean. So now people...
put your reps in, bro.
Yeah. So it sounds too clean. So now people are like, premix and da-da-da-da. But like, and that's why I replied to the comment. I said like, bro, like, if you see me press the buttons, how's it a premix?
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple
Did you respond back, eh?
Nah, I don't think he ever responded back, eh?
Nah. Could you shut him up?
Yeah, because it's like, again, different story if you can't see the decks and my hands is in the air and the shit is happening. My hands is in the air, you see the shit happening and then you're like, hey, I get it now, like you premixing.
It's 30 seconds, but you haven't been by the decks, brother.
Yeah, but nah, no one's ever catching me in no premix allegations, bro. I'd rather tough it out.
I get you.
I'd rather tough it out, bro.
Elbows, knees,
I would deal with
violence.
I would deal with all the technical difficulties you throw at me. I would deal with all that shit. I'd rather tough it out.
I get you. Shout out the respect to the craft,
bro. Literally, bro. And like you've had some really fire sets, bro. My mind goes back to the Daisies one that you put up.
Crazy that you brought that up, eh? Because I read that comment on my way to Daisies.
Really?
Yeah. So now I'm even more hyped. Now I'm hyped, boy. Because now I'm on my way to what is easily the biggest gig of my life so far. And some Bruce
screaming.
Yeah. I said, nah.
That might be at Daisies.
I said, nah. I was hyped, boy. I was in the car. I was like, yeah, okay. I replied to the comment. I said, now I'm going all
I'm not like, I wasn't even at Daisies, but I was there at that set, bro. Everyone was like, yo, what is going on here?
Crazy, because
like, yo.
there was a lot that went into the Daisies thing, right?
Yeah.
So I pull up the Daisies and I get there and it's like it's a little bit of a logistical nightmare. Because remember, there's so much that goes into this festival, bro. And we only had, from my knowledge, we only had like one artist liaison who was looking after like the Heineken stage and a bunch of other stages.
For the whole
it's a lot of work, bro. So it was really tough to kind of get into contact with the guys. But anyways, I pull up the Daisies and I chat to the guys. I'm like, okay, cool. I need to be on at 4 p.m. I got there at like 2:30 and I'm like, okay, cool. Let me try and sort everything out now. Go set up and get ready. And then, so again, logistical nightmare. The guys were running all over the place because they had to sort things out and stuff like that. Eventually I get through and it's 3:30. It's 3:30. I'm like, fuck. I need to get dressed. I need to style.
You're still
and
there,
then then I need to go and then like plug in and whatever.
I thought like 3:30. I'm about to
Nah, bro. When I tell you, I ran from the Daisies, like from the artist tent. I ran. I had to go get fish parcel at the Jägermeister stage. I get fish parcel at the Jägermeister stage. We ran all the way to the car because we had to take the car back around to the artist section. Mind you, this is all in the space of 30 minutes. Back around to the artist section.
You can't just go down the road.
And it's not the same set that he's keen to play, bro.
Right around, get to the artist section. I'm dressing in the parking lot. I'm dressing in the parking lot. It's like 4:45. I'm running, dog. I text my photographer and my videographer. I'm like, yo,
we're gonna be there.
Make sure you're there before I get there. Because when I get there, all I need to do is plug in and play music. Say less, I get there. Everything's sorted already. The stage manager and the stage guys are there. They're like, okay, dope. this is your plugin, here's your timer, these are the decks that you have available. And I'm like, okay, cool, let me go up. Mind you, it's 4 p.m. I'm opening up the Heineken house stage.
Sheesh. Pressure.
10 minutes in. Sure. Packed.
Go crazy. Go crazy.
And I started off light. It's 4 p.m. I started off light. I said, hey, I'm not the headliner. I don't need to go crazy. I don't need to play bangers.
Let me be cute.
Let me just settle in. Let me warm people. Let me warm people. Because that's literally what it is. It's 4 p.m. I'm opening up the stage. Bro, 10 minutes in. And mind you, I'm very focused when I play.
Zoned in.
Yeah. So I'm locked in. I'm playing. 10 minutes in, I look up and I just see people, bro. Sheesh. Like just people.
Did you know what was going on? Did you stop?
No, I didn't click at that point in time.
Sheesh.
But I'm locked in. I'm playing. So I know I'm not catching on nonsense here. Yeah. So I'm locked in. But when I looked up, I saw people. But the thing that got to me the most and that made me like super emotional was the fact that it was people that I knew.
Yeah. Yeah,
like
so easy, bro.
Yeah, like I could pick out a lot of people who I know who specifically made sure that they would be there.
Yeah, for the set.
Yeah, and that shit warmed me up.
And you brought it, bro.
Yeah, I killed that shit. Kill that shit.
Yeah, it was well deserved, bro. And one thing that I really loved about that experience for you was your story. I think the day after. Or like sometime after, where you were like, I was literally here the year before.
Oh no, that was in the build up. So that was a couple days before, So a couple days before when I was able to like post my artist announcement, and then I made the story trope. So Daisies 2022. I was front row watching Gremlin.
Yeah, crazy.
It's crazy how stories just.
So Daisies 22.
You guys know each other then, eh?
Yeah. We've had a close relationship since like 2021.
Okay.
So Daisies 2022. Me and the homies, we got together. We're like, yo, we're not gonna get onto these lineups if we don't go out and experience it. I've never been to Daisies before then, and we're like, fuck it, bro. Let me put this money into this trip and let me go to Daisies. Went to Daisies, experienced it, linked up with people, connected and whatever. So now I'm front row watching Gremlin play. Obviously, it's like my goat, my idol, and I'm like, damn, one day. That very same weekend, like I think it was later on that same evening, he gets me at like the Maybelline stage. He dashed me up and he's like, yo, bro, don't ever worry about this. Don't panic. You're doing the right things.
Yeah.
You're going to be here sooner than you think.
Yeah.
And he shook my hand and we went on about that weekend. I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy. And then fast forward a year later, like full circle moment is like, shit.
Like a fairy tale, eh?
Yeah. That shit gave me goosebumps, bro. I'm not going to lie.
The story is beautiful.
It's like I found my glass slipper.
And it was in Daisies the whole time.
Daisies the whole time.
Beautiful. It's beautiful to hear about full circles coming around. It's beautiful to hear about like moments you envisioned coming into like a reality, bro. And I know there's still so much more that you specifically have got planned in that big head of yours, bro.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Ideas, bro. Can we talk about what's going on this year? What you got for us this year? On the plate.
This year, my personal goal this year is to play more festivals. So like again, Cotton Fest, make a return to Daisies. Get a shout for like Hey Neighbor if they do bring it back this year.
That'll be fire.
Yeah, I'd love to also experience an international trip of some sorts. So whether it's like a Namibia or like even across like that.
Expanding that brand, bro.
just like one or two, and then. I think my primary focus this year is just to get the Kave fully up and running, you know. Like we've had 3 volumes, we're prepping for a 4th, but I want to get it into that space where it's undeniable. It's happening, it's one of the parties or the spaces in Cape Town, you have to be there. Like I said, mark it in your calendar.
Exactly.
So the Kave is one of the most important things for me this year.
Beautiful stuff, bro. I love it, man. I think it's been a beautiful conversation that we've been having. You know what I'm saying? And I think we can wrap up episode 1 with a top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Yes, sir.
Top 5.
Top 5 way though. Top 5 way. Because me, I got a bunch of top 5.
This kid, which top 5?
Top 5 way. Because I got a bunch of top 5.
Top 5 is a segment of the show where we give you, both Tim and I will give you 2 categories in which you choose your top 5 things in those categories.
Okay.
So it'd be like favorite cups. You'd be like the Posties cup. You'd be like, you know what I'm saying? You get me.
Okay.
All right, cool,
let's see.
All right, tell me, you want to go first?
Yeah.
Yes, sir?
So again, bro. You're an ambitious guy, bro. You're talking about festivals now. What 2024 looks like. Top 5 dream gigs.
Top 5 dream gigs.
Your eyes lit up there.
Yeah. I'll save my number 1 for last. But like these are in no particular order. So top 5, I'll say 4 dream gigs right now. Again, I'll say returning to Daisies. I think it's really only cemented if you can make a comeback.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it has to be Hey Neighbor. I would say Plate Rage.
Rage is a banger.
Yeah, Plate Rage. I'd want to do Plate Rage.
Energy, bro.
I would definitely want to touch something in Amsterdam.
Ooh, okay.
Not sure what, but something in Amsterdam. And then the ultimate dream gig is the Kave X-Boiler Room.
Ooh.
That's the ultimate.
You heard it.
Yeah, that's the ultimate one.
Top 5 on my side. Yo, Kane, you're a hip-hop DJ, bro. Hip-hop DJs usually are at some time hip-hop producers. We don't know about that one. Cool. So I envision that in your career at some point you're going to want to put out your own music, however that gets done.
Yeah. It would happen. It's all about longevity.
Yeah. Top 5 artists who you would want to be on the first ever Kane album.
Yeah, nice. Can I give 10? Can I give 10? Okay. 550 days. Woo. Fuck.
No pressure.
Okay, cool. In no particular order. I would want to see Ups. Yeah.
Look at Ups.
I want to see Ups. I want to see Sim.
Yeah.
I want to see Cash.
Yeah.
I'd want to see. Damn, let me. There's so many names.
I get you. Right?
Yeah, there's so many names.
I get you.
I'd want to see.
There's just 2 more left, eh?
Yeah, bro.
Tight.
I definitely want to see Keed. And I want to see who is, in my opinion, the best producer Cape Town has ever seen. Baker got the keys.
I was going to say Baker got the keys.
Yeah, Baker got the keys. I would think if I could ever put a tape, like an EP, like a 3-4 track EP together, that would be my lineup.
Sheesh.
That's a fire one. I can't wait for it.
That's my lineup.
I hope this question accelerated that process a little bit, eh?
Hey, people have been pressuring me, bro. But like I said, it all comes in steps. You take your time with these things, you know. I definitely have a timeline sorted out, and I know when and where I want to do certain things. But hey, if you see anything dropping, don't be surprised.
You better be listening and sharing, guys. Sheesh, but Kane, bro, shout out for pulling up. It's not the last time you'll be on the Posties podcast.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Episode 1.
Yes, sir, bro.
You say Kane 1.1. You started around 1.2.
That's the title.
Yeah.
Facts. So guys, I want to say to the Posties family, thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, being with us on this journey. Please go to this guy's sets. Please listen to the EPs that are coming on the way. Subscribe to the Kave. Subscribe to the Let's Play Foreplay.
Let's talk Foreplay.
Let's talk Foreplay. Sheesh. Gringo's gonna have me for that one.
Yeah, he's gonna.
But guys, as always, thank you so much, and the journey continues.
Yeah, shout out to Posties one more time.
Yes, sir. Let's go.